Hello again, welcome back to my channel, and please forgive the delivery of my video as I speak, because I've had an eventful 24 hours, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, Ricky Jones, it's his trial, of course, in London. Today is day 2, and he is on trial for inciting violence, which he did. Now, everything I'm going to talk about here, it's already in the mainstream media. So I guess I was wrong when I said the media and the establishments would try to hide this story. For that, I apologise. I'm only human. But I think I can be forgiven for suggesting that due to recent events and how things are working in this country. Anyway, this dude stood in front of a crowd of thousands of bloodthirsty lefties, called us all, people like you and me, simply because we have different political opinions, disgusting Nazi fascists and far right. And then he said, we need to cut all their throats and get rid of them. Ah, dear. Now, according to him in court, he said, and I quote, "My words were said in the heat of the moment. They were not intended to be taken literally," end quote. Tell that to Lucy Connolly. Her tweet, which she wrote on X, was quite literally a heat of the moment thing. You could feel it as you read it. This was a very angry and upset woman, but she had the, common sense to delete it afterwards, but it didn't do her any good, and she was therefore very quickly sentenced to a long time in prison. This guy, however, he was arrested later on, spent a short time in prison, and let out before Christmas. Go figure. Now, the most astonishing thing about this trial is that Ricky Jones has pled not guilty, despite being on camera, on video, telling everyone what to do. And he was also invited to attend a counter-protest organised by Stand Up to Racism. He was advised against going there, but he said, and I quote, "Rumour had spread there might be a protest outside an immigration centre of Hoe Street during the event," end quote. So, as far as this guy knew, there were people there he didn't like. There were thousands of people there who supported him, and yet he said these words. Words which could quite literally have been taken literally if there was some mentally disturbed leftist tool in the crowd who felt so inclined to do something about them if they had attended. So the whole thing stinks that he was given a choice to go guilty or not guilty, unlike Lucy Connolly, Wayne Rourke, Peter Finch, rest in peace. They were all advised to go guilty for a slap on the wrist when in fact they got prison sentences. And this guy got luxury. This guy got privilege. Why? It's even been reported that at that speech there was a tinderbox atmosphere, according to the court. So if you're a person of responsibility like Ricky Jones, a now former Labour councillor, why on earth would you turn up and make a speech like that, knowing there's a tense atmosphere? So yeah, his defence is basically it's been taken out of context. If only Lucy Connolly wasn't given a dodgy government lawyer and went not guilty and insisted on a Crown Court trial, I reckon she'd be walking the streets today. She deleted her tweet, she apologised, but this guy, despite being on camera, went not guilty and hasn't even said sorry. You know, what a self-righteous scumbag who has clearly no sense of accountability for his actions. And so the trial continues. I'm sure there'll be much more coming out, and I personally think the end is a foregone conclusion. Don't you? And there we go. I'm past 49. Thanks for watching. And until the next time, Roger Trout.